Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. This afternoon, we're watching and reacting to Chelsea FC versus Legia Warsaw, the second leg of the quarterfinal of the 2024-25 UEFA Conference League. 3-0 on aggregate, the second leg of the quarterfinal. Chelsea should, with all things considered, roll past this like no problem and then find out their rival, because their rival's game, or the team that possibly could be their rival, is playing a couple minutes from now. So, weird. So we'll see how the rest of this goes. Okay. Okay, we're good now. It's on. It's on. All right. There we go. It's on Rumble. Boom. All right. Do you think Chelsea should score more? Well, since you asked, the starting 11s tonight are as follows. For Chelsea, in goal, Philip Jorgensen. The back four, Josh Achiampong, Tosin Adarabioyo, Benoit Badiashile, Mark Kukarea, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, Reece James, Christopher Nkunku, Cole Palmer, Jadon Sancho, and Jackson. Yes, they should score more goals tonight. Yes. They didn't rotate at all, which is honestly foolish. I mean, yeah. 3-0. If there was away goals, probably rotate more likely. But even then, this tie's over. And Maresca just put out the same 11 pretty much anyway. Okay. All right. So you better score at least 2 goals. If you have these guys on, you better score 2 goals, since you picked this route. Starting 11 for Legia Warsaw. In goal, we have Vladan Kovacevic. The back four of Radovan Pankov, Jan Ziolkowski, there we go. Steve Capuati, Ruben, the midfield three of Claude Gonçalves, Jurgen Elitim, Maxi Oedele, the front three of Ryoya Morishita, Thomas Peckart, and Luquinhas, the former Red Bull, of course. No. Tampa's going to beat Florida. Did you not watch Game 82 for those two teams? 2 teams? Did you not? The Panthers are running out of gas. I don't care if there are players coming back. They're still running out of gas. There were players coming back in Game 82, and they got stomped out by Tampa. No, Tampa's going to win. It's not because I want Tampa to win. I do for that tie, because it makes it easier for the Leafs to win in round 2. But they're going to win. So do with that what you will. There's a difference between not trying and running out of gas. Florida tries. Here's the bad thing. Florida's heart is based on trying, even when it doesn't matter. Guess what? They're injured to hell and back. They've went to Stanley Cup finals in a row. It's going to bite you in the ass when it starts hitting. They've had small off seasons. Injuries are hitting. Tampa's on fire right now. Florida's not. And Tampa's not a punk team either. Tampa knows how to get down and dirty too, if that's your question. Tampa's on fire. Florida's not. I think that matters. And also, Tampa knows how to fight the dirtiness of the Panthers as well, because they could be dirty too. So, not as dirty, but they know how to be dirty. If it was the Leafs, well, if the Panthers get to the second round, then I'm worried because the Leafs will get stomped out anyway. They were already getting their best players back. And besides, defender, whatever his name is still suspended for the first 2 games. Either way, Tampa still wins the series in 7. I think I said 7-7. It's going to be a war. So, asking about Chelsea, they shouldn't have. Florida, because they try. They always try. Game's about to start today. Okay, so that's not 2. Okay. Waiting for this game to get started. Chelsea versus Legia Warsaw. Ancelotti will be fired after the Copa del Rey final. No way. They're not even going to let him finish the season. What? No way. Here we go. Teams are about to walk out. Wow. They're not going to let Carlo go out the rest of the season. They're going to fire him after the Copa del Rey final. What? Makes no sense. Teams are about to walk out. Chelsea wearing their blue. Warsaw seems to be wearing their white kits once again. By the way, we have the other side of the bracket. Fiorentina versus Real Betis will be one of the semifinals. If Chelsea makes the semifinal and wins the semifinal, we know the final will either be against Fiorentina or Betis, but we kind of figured that anyway. Here we go. How are Man United? How are Man United always find a way to get Europe? Because they always find a way to get Europe no matter how bad they are. Which means they're going to win the Europa League this year. Clock it. Probably against Tottenham. We'll find that out because we have 5 other games going on at this hour in Europe. We have Rangers Athletic Club, all 4 Europa League games, and the Rapid Vienna Djurgården game, which is the other. The winner of that is who Chelsea faces in the semifinal. Right now, Rapid Vienna has the 1-0 win or lead on aggregate. So Chelsea holds on to this aggregate lead. They'll play the winner of Vienna Djurgården. Probably Vienna, but who knows? It's not too far. What in the world's wrong with Real Madrid? They suck this year. It's a bad year. Sometimes you have one. And if you're Real Madrid, that means your manager gets sacked. Especially even if they're a club legend. Starting 11 for Chelsea. Jorgensen, Kukarea, Badiashile, Tosin, Achiampong, Dewsbury Hall, James, Sancho, Palmer, and Kunku Jackson for Chelsea. How we doing, Rory? No rotations from Chelsea. Yeah, this sounds like a good idea. Do you think Real Madrid are going trophyless this season? No, they'll win the Copa del Rey. And La Liga, well, let me see here. Well, they'd still be a point behind even if they beat Barcelona. Barcelona probably will end up pulling off La Liga. Alejandro Hernandez is the referee tonight. Because, yeah, Madrid still has to play Barca in the league. That would be Saturday, right? The final... Wait, it's not the final day. Nope, it's not the final day of the season. It's the day before that. Starting 11, Kovacevic, Ruben, Capuati, Ziolkowski, Pankov, Gonçalves, Elitim, Oyedele, Luquinhas, Pekart, Morishita for Legia Warsaw. Well, they've been saying Carlo gets fired after the Copa del Rey. That's what I just read. I think it's stupid, but hey, it happens, it happens. Same. Leafs winning, though. That probably might be the difference. The final... Wait, no. That makes more sense. May 25th is the last match day of the La Liga season. Okay, that makes way more sense. It's like a Wednesday. No, 25th, that makes way more sense. I'm like, Wednesday? That never happens. $90 more minutes for the end of this tie. Chelsea to kick off the first leg. Or the second leg, I should say. Kick off the first half of the second leg. There we go. That's better. Palmer to kick off. And Chelsea better score 2 or 3 goals today. Because if they don't, without rotating, I'm going to flip. I don't care if they win. I will flip. And we're off. Here we go. Chelsea with a 3-0 aggregate. They've tried to build on that at home. They should. But now that they haven't rotated, they better. Exactly. But you know, I agree with you. Hell, I'm the one who told you that first. Just like I told you the Habs would make the playoffs. Plays through. Palmer doesn't get there. Watching WrestleMania this weekend. On Sunday, yes. Saturday, TFC plays. So what do you think I'm watching? So, yes, Game 1 of the Leafs-Ottawa series I will not be live for because you're out of your mind if you think I'm going to watch Leafs-Ottawa over John Cena win his last world title. Love the Leafs, but yeah. If this WrestleMania didn't have any really meaning, I might consider it, but I'll be live for Game 2 when it comes to the Leafs-Ottawa series on Tuesday. I'll be live for Game 2 and Game 4 because Game 3 is being played on a Thursday when Miami's playing in CCL. Cole Palmer making a run. Cole Palmer shot wide. Oh, it's going to be one of those games, I guess. It's going to be one of those games. So it's also on Easter. Yes, WrestleMania Sunday is also on Easter, but I'm only going to be in this house. Maybe we'll even eat something. I don't know. It might not even really feel like Easter to be real. which is sad. Might feel more like WrestleMania than Easter, which is kind of sad. But I think that's just circumstances of the situation. Like, I wish we still had a Easter feast before WrestleMania started or during, like, the first hour. But, you know, what can I do? Right? How we doing, Specimen? Probably not. But it is what it is. Could at least make some potato salad. That would be nice. But either way. 3 minutes in, still 0-0. Cole Palmer misses a tap-in of a chance that he would have made 2 months ago. Good giveaway. He was all alone, and he just wheels it around the net. It's going to be one of those games. No rotation by Mareshka, and we're going to just draw 0-0, which would be our first non-win in this tournament. Win the aggregate, but draw on the night. It looks like that's going to be one of those nights. What's going on with Cole Palmer, man? He's got the yips. He's got the yips. That's all I can say. He's got the Rick Ankiel syndrome. The yips. Yeah, but you're not going to Vegas. I'm not either. I'm just watching on TV. And one night, the John Cena night, not the Jey Uso night. I will admit, though, they did save the Uso-Gunther feud. All they had to do was sacrifice Jimmy Uso. All they had to do was sacrifice Jimmy Uso and make Jey be serious. Or as serious as he can be. But they did save the feud. Ironically enough. They did save the feud. I'm surprised. Yeah. But hey, the last time that happened, last time Leafs Habs happened, y'all were ahead of schedule or got favored by the Canadian division. We should have won, and what happened? Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's exactly what you said back in 2021, eh? What happened? Playing forward. James and Cuckoo! Save! Palmer! Rebound and saved! Palmer with a header, but it gets covered by the goalie. Jesus, man. Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights. Keeper was right there to just cover the header. He was just trying to tap it in with the top of his head. It's going to be one of those nights. 2 rebounds missed. Yeah, okay, that's something. It's going to be one of those nights. The good news is we're cutting through them like a hot knife through butter. The bad news is bullshit's happening. Chelsea should be up 2-0 already, which means 5-0 on aggregate. It's going to be one of those nights. Yeah, we're all waiting for a goal. They should have one already. If you're waiting for the TV, if you're waiting for the picture, it's a watch-along. If I show the TV, copyright strike. If that's what you're waiting for, go find another stream. If you're waiting for a goal, we all are. You might be waiting a while because it looks like it's going to be one of those nights. But I'll answer both prongs of that question, or that statement. Stanley Cup Finals is Leafs Vegas. I think that's realistic. You want my first bracket or my second bracket? On my main bracket, which is also my dream bracket, Leafs Blues. On my other bracket, my realistic bracket, I still have a Leafs-Habs Eastern Conference Final, but the Stanley Cup Final Leafs-Winnipeg. There you go. So I still think the Stanley Cup finalist out of the West is coming out from the Winnipeg-St. Louis series. Either way. But the Leafs will be there. I still think Leafs-Habs will be the Eastern Conference Final anyway. Like, I think that's legit. Not just a dream. I think that's legit. I'm not scared of anybody out of the Metro. We should beat the Habs, but the last time, well, I'm making no declarations after the last time. No. 0-0. I know it's really a different roster for the most part, but the last time we played a Habs team, we should have. Well, no. This time, I think it would actually be closer, which is sad because this Habs team, I legit think the Leafs are better than they were in 2021, but ironically enough, I think the Habs are better than they were in 2021. You know? On paper. Save by Jorgensen. Penalty. Penalty for Legia Warsaw. Jorgensen didn't get the ball. He got the player. It's a penalty. Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights. Warsaw gets a penalty. No, he got the ball. And then the player ran through. What are you supposed to do? No. I think Jorgensen got the ball first. Hold on. Oh, no, he didn't. The striker tipped it before Jorgensen could. Well, okay, fine. It is a penalty then. Oh, Lord. It's one of those nights. Oh. Oh. Okay. And Rapid Vienna is down a man, by the way. If you're worried about the other tie. This is Thomas Peckart taking the penalty. Thomas Peckart to take the penalty. Peckart, set, goal! Just past the arms of Jorgensen. And Thomas Peckart scores the penalty the 10th minute. Oh, here we go. 3-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night, or 0-1 on the night for Warsaw. Here we go. It's one of those nights. And he scores. Jorgensen gets a hand to it. It gets past his hands. What happened to his hands? I'm not even joking this time. What happened to his hands? It's one of those nights. Sam Sanchez would do. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that one. Yeah, Sanchez would have done the same thing. Get his hands to it, still let it past him. You're right. Equal opportunity hater. And Kunku making a run. And Kunku. And Oyedeli gets back there. That's out for a corner. And Chelsea's down for the first time in this whole competition. For the first time in this whole tournament, Chelsea is down. They're still up 2. Endangered my ass. Well, knowing Chelsea, they might still blow this damn thing. But the worst happen is they go to extra time, so. But you're right. They'll probably blow this shit. You have a point. Oh, Lord. But hey, at least they're still up 2 goals on aggregate, so could be worse. Man United has a lead on Lyon. So 3-2. Bodo Glimt still 2-0 up on Lazio on aggregate. Still tied between Frankfurt and Tottenham. Athletic Club and Rangers still tied between both of them. Still Rapid Vienna up 1 on Djurgården, but they're down a man. So it might be Djurgården. We'll see, though. Can Chelsea find the equalizer first? Probably not. Chelsea has to find the equalizer at least. United have scored. Yes, I saw that. I just said it. 12 minutes. Playing forward. No free kick, really. It's out for goal kick. What's going on? Yeah, Chelsea's behind. 1-0 on the night. They still have a 2-goal lead on aggregate, but this might be their first loss of the tournament. And it might not even be their first. It might be their first non-win of the tournament, even if we don't lose. Are we scoring 2 goals and holding on to that? I'm not sure. We might just score 1, knowing how bad we are against low blocks. Legia was already in a low block, and they certainly will be now. They still have to go for a couple of goals, though, so maybe. Okay, this shit's real now. This shit's real now. I said it was going to be one of those nights. Jorgensen, he had a hand to it, but he didn't fully save it. He pulled a Sanchez. God, just let us have Jordy Petrovic next year. Playing forward is Chelsea. God. Ugh. If I'm suffering because the Leafs are winning the Stanley Cup, I'll take it. But Onana's laughing at the away fans. Well, good. Let him talk shit. Still look like an idiot last week. Fourteenth minute. And Kunku trying to find a way to put the ball forward. Badia Shield. Oh. Playing backwards. Oh, we're playing backwards now. You're punks! Can they chant attack, attack, attack again? That'd be nice. Still got to score 2 more goals. But yeah, no, that was a good penalty. Wow. Yeah, Chelsea's going to blow this. It's real. It's real now. Legia Warsaw seems like one of them teams that you can't allow to have a breath. You give them a breath, they're going to beat your ass. Chelsea didn't give them a breath last week. Now they did. At Stamford Bridge, no less. Yeah, they might. They might blow this. They might blow this. They might blow this. I'll admit that right now. They might blow this. It's one of those nights. They might blow this. Thank God they had 3-0 last week. But they still might blow this. Over the top. Kukarea drops it back in Kunku. Chips over. Saved. Saved by Kovacevic. I. All the respect to Legia Warsaw supporters for making the trip. Damn good supporters. I will say that much. Damn good supporters. Palmer. And he got fouled. See how the others are going. Nothing's happened the other match. Okay. Kukarea. And Kunku. James. What was that pass? Lord. Dewsbury Hall. You missed Chelsea going down 1-0 on a penalty 10 minutes in. Chelsea have finally went down for the first time this whole tournament. It's one of those nights. One of those nights. This is boring football. This is boring football. I wish I overslept. This is hell. I wish I overslept. This is hell. You know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. I'm not going there. No. But hey, if Carlo Ancelotti's free, yeah, fire Maresca. You know what? Real Madrid's about to fire Carlo Ancelotti. You know what? Bring him back to Stamford Bridge. I know it ain't Roman, but you know what? Sure. Bring him back. Real Madrid can bring him back. Bring Carlo back. Besides, I don't know if his lawsuit's finished with Everton yet. He might need to be in England for that. So you know what? Yeah, bring him back. Shot! Wide. Just barely wide. Carlo wouldn't allow this shit to happen. But he'll be coaching Europa League next year. Yeah, because Maresca's an idiot. They got all a little bit too gassed up with an early Premier League start and then stomping out some random club from freaking, what was it? No, it was Moldova. I'm not sure. Timbuktu! Yeah, I wish Roman would come back. Some people have said it's possible. Buy it back, Roman, please. God, please. Well, honestly, Todd Bowley's probably an American oligarch, but he's an idiot American oligarch. Come home. You finally got your milk. Come home. Come home. Both to Carlo and Roman. You got your milk. Come home. Cleared away. Because, it's cool to make comebacks, unless you're Real Madrid, This is not the comeback I expected. Speaking of Carlo Ancelotti, this is not the comeback I expected. It's only 1 goal, Ryan. Have you been watching Chelsea for the past 4 months? It's gonna get worse. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be like CM Punk that 1 year. Also, do I even need to say it? Prayers to FSU. I agree. Prayers to FSU. It's horrible to see what happened down there in Tallahassee. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Prayers to them. Free kick for Warsaw. Blocked over the... Yeah, that was over the bar. That's a goal kick, right? Yeah, it is. It is. We have 0 home support. If Real Madrid's dumb enough to fire Carlo Ancelotti, hey, Todd, you American idiot. You know who used to coach this club? You probably don't because you're an idiot. Carlo Ancelotti. He won a freaking prem for this club. I know, yeah. Because he wins. He'd even win with these jackasses. He still would. I mean, hell, he did pretty well with that Real Madrid club without Mbappe. Maybe you'd want to coach some jackasses for once. Mbappe got his ass fired from Real Madrid. You know, maybe you'd want to coach some jackasses for once. Because the Real Madrid teams he had won the Champions League with probably didn't deserve it anyway. But then Kylian Mbappe comes there and gets him fired. Maybe probably have fun. Well, then again, he had Everton top of the league once in the Prem. What? Less than 5 years ago. Everton. Yeah, no, he could coach these jackasses to a trophy. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Carlo wins. Because Carlo wins. Maybe Jose will get pushed out of or maybe Jose will get pushed out of Turkey for grabbing somebody's nose. Again. You can hire him too. I'm sure Jose will come back to Chelsea. This is his club, damn it. Could do that too. He'll probably get pushed out of Turkey pretty quickly. It's almost happened twice already. So, hell, he might not even have to get pushed out. You can just call and be like, hey, Jose, you want to come to Chelsea? We'll pay the release clause because we have all this damn money. Yeah? You want to come home? Okay. All right, Jose. Thank you. Better than this! Over the bar by Kukarea. You know what? Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if we win the trophy. I don't care if we win the Conference League. We're still probably going to miss the Champions League. Maresca out. I'm done. Done. Turns out Pochettino, the residual Pochettino, is why this team is so good at the first half. Then again, we should have seen this coming. Remember when Leicester almost bottled the league? They started hot and almost bottled the league. And I mean, let's be honest, Brendan Rodgers didn't have good football to copy. Or Dean Smith, for that matter. So, should have seen this coming. Yeah, I don't care what happens in the Conference League. We can still win the trophy. Maresca out. I mean, hell, Maurizio Sarri got pushed out after 1 year and he won the Europa League. And he shouldn't have been. So if we go by that standard, right, Maresca should be gone. Jose Mike could be easily plucked out of Turkey, and Carlo's getting fired. You American idiot, Bowley. Still 1-0 Warsaw. But look at the lineup they put out. If you could quickly check, look at the lineup they put out. Hell, I'll tell you. Jorgensen, Kukarea, Badiashile, Tosin, Achiampong, Dewsbury Hall, James, and Kunku, Palmer, Sancho, Jackson. You're telling me that's a team that should be down 1-0 at home? Really? Really? After a 3-0 win over there? Sure. I don't care if we're still winning on aggregate. I don't care if we win this trophy. Maresca out. We ain't going to the Champions League. We'll go to the Europa League whether we win the trophy or not. If they win the trophy, I'll do this again for the Europa League. I'll do this Thursday series of games for the Europa League and watch every one because I guess, progress, right? Progress, right? Jose will probably come before Carlo. He'll at least play at the Europa League because he has been for the past 5 years. Yeah, sure. Bring back Jose. He'll also win the league while he's in the Europa League with these jackasses. You realize Jose had the best season post-Fergie at Man United with jackasses worse than this. You realize that, right? Yeah, sure. I'll always believe in Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho! Jose Mourinho! Jose Mourinho! You're still going through on aggregate. Why are you crashing out? This team deserves it. I don't care if we win this game. I'm still going to crash out. No, it's time. It's time. It's time to crash out. Lazio has a 1-0 lead on the night against Bodo Glimt. They're 1 down on Bodo Glimt in Lazio. So, see how that goes. 30th minute. If we win this game, I'm still crashing out. The fact we've been down for 30 minutes, well, more like 19, is an insult. I'm still crashing out in the review. I don't care if we win. I don't care if we scrape a 2-1 win. I don't care if we lose 1-0 on the night, still win on aggregate. I am crashing out. This is bullshit. Jose, save us, please. $30-21. Okay. 2 shots on goal to Legia. Legia's 1. God have mercy on my soul. '31st minute. Throw in. What changed? What changed? Really? This is a better lineup than last week. What changed? What changed? Is my question. Bring on Tyreek George. Bring him on. Bring him on. I don't care. Bring him on. Yeah, bring him on. Shit, he'll do better than half these guys. Bring him on! Kukarea, goal! Goal! Mark Kukarea ties it up. 4-1 on aggregate. What a shot. Top of middle of the box. Kukarea scores. I'm still crashing out after this is over, though. 1-1. At least we're not losing. Mark Kukarea, you beauty. You with your beautiful hair. That's a champion. Mark Kukarea. One. Right at the top of the 6. Boom. Side foot. Bang. Side foot. Bang. There you go. Kukarea. Keeper one even there. There you go. 1-1, baby. 1-1. 33rd minute. Jadon Sancho with the assist. 4-1 on aggregate. At least we're not losing. Now win the game just to keep the record. I'm still crashing out. So do that what you will. 34th minute. They finally got a goal. Yay. But Antoine Griezmann has agreed to stay at Atletico despite MLS bids. Deal till June 2027. Salary progressively reducing in the next 2 years. So, no Antoine Griezmann to MLS. Sharundalo, you fraud. Sharundalo, you fraud. Well, LAFC is losing their minds now. They thought they had their hero, but he doesn't show up. Player down for Legia Warsaw, 35th minute. $35th minute. Why is Kukarea the only one scoring? Because he's the only one who really cares. Who doesn't have the yips as well. I think Palmer cares, but he's got the yips. Kukarea cares, and he doesn't have the yips. And you're laughing on the bench, Sanchez. Oh, really? Oh, really? You know you're getting replaced at the end of the year, right, too? You know you are, too, right? Frankfurt fans are throwing trash at the Tottenham fans. Well, what do you know? Well, what do you know? What do you hear? What do you say? What do you know? How's the rest of the games going? Nothing's gone on in the other games since we last checked. We have still 0-0 between Athletic Bilbao and Rangers. Still 0-0 between Frankfurt and Tottenham with a tie aggregate. Still 1-0 Lazio over Bodo Glimt. 1-2 on aggregate. Man United 1-0 over Lyon. Lyon 3-2 on aggregate. Fiorentina and Betis advanced. Chelsea has a 1-1 draw, 4-1 on aggregate, and Rapid Vienna still 0-0, 1-0 lead on aggregate for Rapid Vienna while being down a man. So could be, well, I don't know if it could be worse, but no way he's really laughing. 37th minute. Oh, my God. No! Past the post. Oh, Lord. They almost let him chip keeper. Luckily, it went wide, but Gonçalves almost chipped keeper. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God! Yeah, no, we're losing the final. Even if we make the final, which we should, we're losing the final. No, I know that now. I'll still root for him and hope, but yeah, even if it's Fiorentina, we're losing the final. As I said back in freaking July when this tournament finally ends, Fiorentina would finally win when I didn't want them to. My luck. My luck. Right. Betis is going to beat the shit out of Chelsea. Rapid Vienna. I don't know if I don't know if that was their best player that got sent off. Sangare. Let's see. Oh, there might be a penalty for who in that game. Mamadou Sangare got the red card, a midfielder. So that could help Chelsea in the first leg because he's at least being suspended for the first game of the second or the semifinals. But I don't know any of these guys. Wait, no, I actually do. Erkan Kara. What's he doing there? Oh, so there's another former MLSer. If Rapid Vienna stays in this tournament and plays a semifinal against Chelsea, Erkan Kara, a former MLSer, will be playing Chelsea. What's he doing there? Mr. Born Offside, Lord. What's he doing there? I know he's Austrian, but damn. Okay. I was like, hold on, wait. 40th minute, 1-1. Well, I guess he's going on one of the thumbnails. Oh, he got subbed off the 9th minute. Oh, he probably got hurt then. Or was it a tactical sub? Oh, it might have been a tactical sub, if anything. Okay. It was a tactical sub. Yeah, exactly, though. Erkan Kara gets pulled for a tactical sub. Yeah, that means you ain't shit, boy. That means you ain't shit, boy. Then again, I've figured that out. Free kick for Chelsea. 40th minute. Through. Header by Achiampong saved. No. And Djurgården scores a penalty. 42nd minute. 1-1 on aggregate. Djurgården has the lead on the night. On the road, Djurgården tied it up on aggregate. It's 1-1. We might not even see Erkan Kara, Chelsea fans. With the aggregate, they should, but Rapid Vienna's down a man, and it's tied 1-1 on aggregate with a whole half to play. And if it stays tied, they go to extra time. We might not know who Chelsea plays by the end of this stream. Might not even know by the end of the video. By the time the video's up. Well, we should know by the time the video's up, but ain't that something? Plays on, header. Shot and Kunku tap in by Kukarea. And it's 2-1. Chelsea has the lead. They got the lead back. Let's go. Wasn't a pretty goal, but they don't ask how. They ask how many. 2 goals for Kukarea. Man, if he wasn't here, Jesus Christ. Two, 1. Let's go. He's on side. Right? Brought down. And Kunku to, oh, well, I don't know. This might be pulled back. I don't know. This might be pulled back for a multitude of things. It is still 1-1. It wasn't offside, handball. There was a multitude of things there. But it is 1-1 still. So that goal has been lopped off. Didn't think it'd be so easy, wasn't it? Goals lopped off. 1-1. Cole Palmer is playing, yes. He is playing, yes. It is no goal. Overturned by VAR. Offside, handball, whatever you want to call it, offside for. There you go. Still 1. Interesting. 44th minute. Excuse me. I agree with that. Playing forward, and Kunku spins round. Jackson, and he plays it straight to a defender. And Kunku was running for it, but Jackson, Kukarea, 45th minute. Playing forward. Shield. Plays through. Palmer. And he lost the ball. 1 minute of stoppage time. $30 seconds to go. $15 seconds to go. Good play. Jackson drops in front of him. Kukarea, Reece James, and that's halftime. 1-1. Halftime, 1-1 on the night. 4-1 on aggregate. Chelsea still leads, but still played some ugly football. They look like they really don't care, and they might lose their winning run, undefeated run in this tournament. Yes, they might not lose the unbeaten run, but the winning run, they might lose that if they don't shape up. They could have had a lead at the half, but they got called offside. I'm still sort of crashing out after this game is over. I'm still going, I may not rant, but I'll give some hard truths because you know what? Yeah, I think this team deserves it. So there you go. With that being said, 1-1 at the half, 4-1 on aggregate. One more half to go. They should still advance, Chelsea. The question is, do they win on the night? Or even draw, really. But, yeah, 45 more minutes. We'll see how it goes. With that being said, sit tight, be back. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sit tight. You know what it is. Yada, yada, yada. Sit tight, be back. All right. Stats at the half are as follows. Yeah, you kind of saw my feelings there, didn't you? 72% possession and 28% possession. 7 shots to 4. 4 shots on goal to 1. We got 408 passes, accurate passes, 95% pass accuracy to 140, 84% pass accuracy. 5 fouls to 3. 1 corner to 0. 7 shots to 4. 4 shots on goal to 1. We have 430 passes to 166. 95% pass accuracy to 84% pass accuracy. Have 4 throws to 9, 1 offside to 0, 1 yellow card to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 1-1 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate. Chelsea has the lead on aggregate. They're drawing on the night, and they played ugly football the whole 45 minutes. I'm not saying Legia Warsaw has been the better team. I'm not. I'm saying Chelsea looks like shit. There's a difference. Legia Warsaw haven't done much. That's the good news. The bad news is Chelsea looks like shit. Nobody's been a good team tonight. Let's just be real. Mark Kukarea is man of the match. If things hold, Mark Kukarea is man of the match. Why? Because he scored 2 goals. 1 was offside. But he's the only player that cares who could actually pop the ball at the back of the net. Palmer cares. He just has the yips. There's a difference. I'm not saying Palmer doesn't care. He cares. He just has the yips. Pong, he looks okay, but do that what you will. Badiashil's been good defensively. Jorgensen gave away the penalty. James, this ain't his night. Palmer has the yips. And Kunku, Jackson doesn't give a shit. Sancho doesn't give a shit. Dewsbury Hall being Dewsbury Hall. So with that being said, do that what you will. Because they always find a way to get Europe. And this year, that's winning the Europa League. So, if they did, people would be much happier. United fans, at least. With that being said, yeah, that's my halftime. That's my halftime thoughts. Chelsea look like shit. Warsaw haven't capitalized. There's only a couple of players who care, and thank God of that, because if there wasn't, we'd still be losing. All right. I still got stuff to say about the whole season. If I rant, or when I rant, it's going to be about the whole season, not just tonight. Or the whole last half of the season, I should say. But you know what I'm saying. With that being said, there we go. So we're waiting for the second half to start. Chelsea to play the second half. Can they get the win? Could they keep the winning every game of this tournament run going? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Second half about to start. Tyreek George looks like he'll be coming on during the second half. Thank God. But we'll wait for the second half to start. It's about to happen. Where are we? 2 minutes 35 to the start of the second half. Okay. Waiting for the second half to start. Still. Players go back to the bench. I'm just waiting for this freaking half to start. That's pretty much where I am. Here we go. 1-1, 4-1. Teams are walking out. Here we go. 4 to 5 more minutes. The quicker this goes, the better is all I'm going to say. The quicker this goes, the better. Tyreek George about to come on for the second half. Good move. Very good move. What they should do. Tyreek George on for Jackson, as they should. Come on. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hope so. Already scored last week. Let's see if he can this week. His first home Chelsea goal, possibly. Let's hope so. First European goal, first Chelsea goal last week. Let's see if he gets his first home Chelsea goal. Warsaw to kick off the second half. And right now, second halves are about to start throughout Europe. And we're off. If there's any moments left of the Rapid Vienna Djurgården game, after the Chelsea game's over, we'll click over to that one, watch it play out, and then I'll review the Chelsea game. Because Rapid Vienna Djurgården, the winner of that will play Chelsea in the semifinal of this tournament. Because they won't blow a 3-goal lead fully. If they do, they have problems. Warsaw hasn't done enough to get more than one, is what I'll say. And with the way things look, we should know all 4 Europa semifinalists as well as this Chelsea game ends. Playing forward. So do with that what you will. Playing forward, and they're not even playing forward. Not this time, at least. Plays through. Luquinhas. Cross. Jorgensen punches. Doesn't even catch it, just punches. Tyreek George loses the ball. Dewsbury Hall. Push forward. 47th minute. Player down hurt, 47th minute. Plays back, Palmer, and cleared. Warsaw pressing the ball back. Chelsea. Playing forward. Oh, Achiampong plays on to James. Reece James. Free kick for Chelsea. There you go. 49th minute. Playing forward. I thought Qatar was going to be the World Cup with the most travel advisories, but the U.S. might break that record. Yeah. Well, the good news is Canada and Mexico are probably going to keep that number as low as they can. Well, I don't know. Canada for sure. But yeah, you're probably right. Playing forward. 50th minute. 40 minutes to go. Tosin. Cross in, header saved. And they played it straight back. Luquinhas with a shot. Wide. Former Red Bull goes wide. Corner. It was blocked. 52nd minute. Corner for Warsaw. So, here's the corner. Cross in. Header. Shot. Goal! Goal! It's a goal for Warsaw, and they're back up 2-1. What the hell, man? No way. Warsaw are back up 2-1 off that header. Steve Capuati with a goal. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, that might have went off his hand. That might have went off a hand. Header by Capuati beats Jorgensen. He should have had that too. It goes off and under the hand of Gonçalves, though. This might be pulled back. But Capuati, for now, has the goal. And they're going to give it. And they do give it. This team sucks. Shot, save. What are you doing? Oh, my God. They're falling apart harder than the first time. Oh, my God. Yeah, they're definitely not winning this game. '53rd minute. 1-2, 4-2 on aggregate. I think I'm starting to hate this team. And by that, I mean Chelsea, Sancho, shot, save, and nobody's there to get the ball, of course. I think I'm starting to hate this team. I really am. We'll be there for the Ryan crash out. Thank God we're still up on aggregate, but I think I'm starting to hate this team. Hell, I didn't even say that about Toronto. What the hell is this? '55th minute. And somehow, goal kick. Okay, sure. Just give him the penalty. I don't give a shit. Give it to him. Being in losing positions against Ipswich and Legia Warsaw, Mareshka needs to be fired out of a cannon. Yeah, I agree. 55th minute. I went to the movies, saw them do UFC, so imagine Gold Cup final on the big screen. Yeah, what about that like VR screen? Like that's like IMAX or some shit. That'd be cool. Sadly, I can't rent that room myself for a stream, so like venue or whatever it's called or something. I don't know. Dewsbury Hall. George. Tyreek George. And he kind of pulls a little bit back. Kukarea with a header wide. Goal kick. Fires ass. Yeah, I agree. Kukarea's coming off. The one guy who cares. God have mercy on me. How are Chelsea struggling against this garbage team? Because they suck! That's how! Malo Gusto coming on for Mark Kukarea. Cole Palmer for Noni Madueke. Well, this team looked better when Noni played last week, so that's a good thing. Come on, Noni! Maybe don't play Palmer. You know what? Sit him for the rest of the season. I don't care. Sit Palmer for the rest of the season. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. 58th minute. Yeah, Philippe Jorgensen legit has had a Sanchez game, so we can't win either way. Playing for what are you doing? They've lost their minds. This is Niasgota's former club. Chelsea's losing to. Offside. What the hell? Well, at least Tottenham's still winning. Dude, Playing forward. 60th minute. Chelsea are down 1-goal to Legia Warsaw once again. Can they save at least the draw? On aggregate, they'll still advance, even if they lose. Well, at least at the point they are now. Can they at least save the draw? It'd be an insult if they don't. Shot! What are you doing? Shot saved off the line by Tyreek George. How do you miss that? All Noni had to do was shoot the ball instantly. That didn't cross the line. If that's what they're talking about, no, it's a throw-in. Okay. When I said one of those nights. Because it'd be stupid if you crashed out if they won. Noni. Shot by Noni, and it's saved straight at the keeper. That's called a heat-seeking missile. I don't know. You think with the fans they have, they would have beat the shit out of us. I don't even know how we had a 3-0 win after today. I don't. It boggles the mind. I can't even tell you. They somehow pulled it off. Noni Madueke had a game of his life, I guess. Tyreek George was there. He did what he had to do. I mean, Noni's looked better than Cole today, so we'll give him that. Nobody there for the cross. Great. Never. This is his system. He said as much. It's the only thing he wants to play is this. This bullshit. Fire him. And it gets cleared. Throw in for Chelsea. Good. It's either this or he's gone. So get him out. Enzo Maresca. Get out! That was more of a... Get out! No. Did I? Either way. Enzo Maresca. All hail Enzo Maresca. Man, if Noni just took that shot instantly. Get out! Clown of the week, Enzo Maresca. Clown of the week. Chelsea football. Da-da-da-da. Cross in. Nobody was there. I don't understand what you were doing in the first place. Cross. Saved. Clown of the week. Clown of the year, clown of the month. Which one? No, that wasn't a handball. It was in the box, though, but let's see if they give it. No, they won't. They didn't give the other one. And players down hurt. The goalie is down hurt. Dewsbury Hall. The shot was saved there. 65th minute. Ooh. Peckard is off for Warsaw. This is the worst. Oh, God. Chodnia on for Warsaw. This is the worst. Oh, God, man. What's more embarrassing, losing to Servette or losing to Warsaw? Well, technically, they weren't ever undefeated in the Conference League. They lost to Servette in Servette. Okay, that was qualification. They don't even count that. But hey, if you want to count that, I guess good. That's the only positive thing about this game. The people who say, well, technically they didn't have undefeated record in this tournament. Well, now you're right. The people who were going to say at the end of the tournament, if Chelsea won every game and somehow won the final, it's like, well, technically they didn't have an undefeated record because they lost at Servette. Well, we don't have to hear that now. That's the positive thing about this. Some pedantic asshole. We don't have to listen to them. We're still going to advance on aggregate. We could still win this tournament. We won't. But we won't have to hear a pedantic asshole be like, hey, you know what? They still lost in Servette, so technically they never had an undefeated record this tournament to begin with. Some pedantic asshole. Well, aren't you normally that pedantic asshole? Not in this case. It's my team. Yeah. If it was somebody else's, yeah, I would be. So, see, I know how they work. That's the point. I know how pedantic assholes work. That's the point. When will Chelsea get Tajon Buchanan? I don't want them to. If Mareshka's still the manager, they'll ruin him. Let him stay at Inter. Milan, of course, not Miami. 68th minute. 68th minute. Timbers are playing Tacoma the round of 32 of the Open Cup. Oh, hey, a mini Cascadia Cup. Hey. A mini Cascadia Cup. You love to see it. Where is he now? Villarreal is on loan, and Chelsea gives away a throw-in, of course. 69th minute. I will smash my head against a wall. Spuds leading in Frankfurt, and here we are behind a fifth place Polish side. I want to pop my head through a wall. Shot save. Oh, no. Luquinhas. Oh, no penalty. So that's not a penalty, but the first one was. Corner. Got it. Oh, so that's not a penalty, but the first one is. The first one where he had no chance but he was going for the ball and then the striker popped it away. That's a penalty, but that one isn't. Somehow, you got your wires crossed, bud. You got your wires crossed. The second one's probably more of the penalty than the first one, but if the first one is, that was corner. They should be up 3-1 by now. You got your wires crossed, bud. I don't know why I'm going to bat for Warsaw, but you know what? Screw it. You know what? I hope they score 3. You know what? At this point, they won't. I'm starting to hope they score 3 more goals. At least I get 2 Thursday afternoons off. And then the final on Wednesday. You realize Anthony is going to rip this Chelsea team to shreds. 68% possession to 32% possession. You're losing to Warsaw! No. Enzo, get out! Get out! Get him out. No, I'm done. You're clown of the week, you bald fraud. You're clown of the week. Not clown of the last 4 months, but certainly clown of the week. Noni cross, and Oadele's right there to clear it away. You're clown of the week, boy. Maresco, you are clown of the week. Ipswich, you're down 2-0 to, and you somehow draw. You should have beat them anyway. Losing to Warsaw, you're clown of the week. Clown of the week. Clown of the week. Oh, I can't stand this no more. Enzo Fernandez is a world champ. He didn't play today. He's not even on the bench. I don't know if that would have helped. I don't know. Get out! Get out! I don't know. Should I do it myself or use this freaking soundbite? I don't know. Goal for Chelsea! Tyreek George! And he's offside, of course. Really? Tyreek George scores an offside goal. Let's see. Noni probably was offside. I don't know. I think that was when the ball was struck, and then defender played it anyway. So what are you supposed to do? I don't know. I don't think that's offside. Nope. I don't think that's offside. I think he got robbed. They want us to lose. Nah, check that thing. Check that thing. No, it's offside. They're about to. They're 15 minutes away from losing this game. They are. And I'm about. You think it would have been crazy if they drew? Hell, if they won. I'm about to go full out, just player haters ball crash out level. You don't even freaking know. Header. Out for a goal kick. I'm surprised. Yeah, they're still winning on aggregate, but you know what? Get out. Get out. There, I think I finally got it. There we go. Oh, Lyon scored 2-1. I can't. Well, they still have the lead. As it stands, Chelsea will still make the Conference League semifinal, but this is the most punk-ass, bitch-ass performance I've ever seen a team have on a tie clincher. And nobody's there on the cross. Lord God! Well, U.S. Open Cup, Porter Cascadia Cup, MLS Cup. That's what I'd rather have. 2 substitutions for Legia Warsaw. Luquinhas. Off. The former MLSer, Luquinhas, is off. Probably that ends his tournament, but dear God. Ella Tim is off. Well, you win some, you lose some. But this is... Yeah, you win some, you lose some. But this is a tournament where we should win every game. Let me remind you, the last time we were in a European trophy that we won, that had a Europa word in the title at some point. We were undefeated! The Europa League 2019, 2018-19. Okay? This Chelsea team should be way above everybody in this stupid tournament. This should have been a freaking tap-in for them to fully finish the set again. And they're losing to Warsaw! The Europa League 2019 had harder teams and drop-downs. And they still were undefeated. And their top striker was Olivier Giroud. Well, he was still better than he was at LAFC, but still, the man still couldn't run. Point is, I don't care if you win some, you lose some. This ain't where you lose some. It's only a good tournament if Chelsea wins it, okay? But that's cope. That's cope. The club is too big to be in this tournament. It's here because of a stupid American with a mop on his head who doesn't know how to run a football club, and he only bought it because of sanctions. Because, the U.S. would do this, we wouldn't say a word. But when Russia does it, the U.S. has done worse than Russia. Nobody's ever sanctioned them for their war crimes. Oh, that's going to be a free kick for Chelsea. My point being is this. Either in, all out, okay? The USA has done just as bad, if not worse, than Russia. And nobody's ever said, hey, we'll ban you from sport. We'll freaking ice you out. No. Never happened to the USA. They probably deserved it multiple times in their whole history. So do that what you will. Hell, Soviet Union probably had more atrocities than current Russia, and they still didn't put them out of sport. Header by Dewsbury Hall. It gets caught. So do with that what you will. So my point is, this is why the English hate Americans when it comes to football. See, you know why they call me? I'm not a Yankee. I'm a redneck, but whatever. If I coached in England and they call me a redneck or a Yankee, it's because, well, my accent, but I still know more than that freaking stupid American with a mop on his head. AKA Todd Bowley. Don't paint us all with a broad brush, but you can certainly say that stupid American with a mop on his head's an idiot. But don't paint me with a broad brush because of that punk. I hope Roman buys his club back when he gets the chance. God help me. 82nd minute. Well, yeah, you're not from the South. Don't call me a Yankee. I'm a redneck. There's a difference. I'm a redneck. I'm a bumpkin. There's a difference. Shot past the post. There's a difference. I'm a bumpkin. I'm a redneck. Don't call me a Yankee. There's a difference. If you're going to insult me, call me what I am. When did he buy the club? Todd Bowley bought the club in 2022 when they pushed Roman out because of the sanctions. Something they would never do to the USA. I don't know. Maybe they will now. Sancho's out for Neto. 10 minutes to at least save the draw. Yeah, we're still going to advance. That's the good news. Jesse Marsh will be suspended for Canada's first 2 matches of the 2025 Gold Cup following his red card versus the United States. He'll miss the games versus Honduras and Curacao. Call the Pirate? Call the Pirate? Call the Pirate? 83rd minute. Leon scored again. United choking. Oh, no. They're going to extra time. Oh, Djurgården just took... Oh, they're going to go to extra time, the Djurgården game. Well, you know what? Maybe it should be Djurgården. I don't know anybody on that team. I know one player on Rapid Vienna, Erkan Kara. So if I don't know anybody on that team, Chelsea could still easily win that tie. Give me Djurgården. Sweden's nice this time of year. Sweden is nice this time of year. It's the home of Willie Styles. It's the home of Willie Styles. William Nylander for the uninitiated. You stay here for the... If you subscribe, you'll hear more about him when we talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs. How we doing, Mile High? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Should I change my jersey? I won't. I'll still wear this out. I won't get shit from anybody, will I? Have a knot on the town after this is over when I review the video later tonight. I have a knot on the town. Should I just wear this jersey out? Will I get shit from anybody? Is anybody going to know this happened but me? Am I going to be fine wearing this jersey out or should I change it? Oh. Well. Let's look at the hourly. Maybe I should change... KMOV, there we go. Let's see if I should change my shorts or my pants to shorts. Probably. Yeah, okay. So I can change the jersey. United sucks. Onana was asking for a pay rise. He's doing his usual bozo things. Of course. 85th minute. Cross in by Ruben. Header away. Shot over the bar. Well, I guess I can change my... No. Well. No. No. Playing forward. Good clearance. That's a throw in for Chelsea. They started their best 11 for the most part. They should have rotated. At least if they lost that way, it'd be like, okay, they rotated. They played their best 11. Yeah, we're still winning on aggregate, but this is the most embarrassing way to go through a tie. At home, losing at home, while still winning on aggregate. This is punk. And they've done everything to just, God have mercy on my soul. 87th minute. Thank God he taught them the system. 88th minute. Let's see how the Djurgården game is going. Still 2-1. Can we at least get a draw so I don't get embarrassed? But you're still going to rant anyway because they deserve it. Gusto. I just don't want to be embarrassed. Cross in. Save. Oh, 89th minute. Hopefully the Leafs are the ones that win if they win the cup. 89th minute. No, Enzo Maresca doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He only plays his system, and it's a shit system. The only reason they look good for half a year is because they played potch ball. They sort of still had a little bit of potch ball in their veins. Yes. Neto, 89th minute. Cross in. Cleared, of course. One of those nights. '89th minute. How much stoppage time? Mr. Fourth Official, sir? First team ever from England to lose at home to a Polish team, Chelsea. Oh, I'm going to remember that. Oh, I didn't even know that was the case. Wow. Shot over the bar. Get out! Cloud of the week. He's also made good players actively worse. The only positive thing about this game is two things. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Chelsea's going to the semifinal anyway. 1. 2, pedantic assholes won't have to say, well, they lost to Servette. They didn't really have an undefeated run in this tournament if they somehow won the final, which they're not going to do. This is L1 of 2. Should they beat Rapid Vienna or Djurgården? Yes. I don't know. And yeah, fans should walk out. Get out. Don't even come to the next game at Stamford Bridge. Tell these assholes that there needs to be some big changes. 3 minutes. The positive things is we don't have to listen to freaking pedantic assholes when we win this tournament, if we do win this tournament. Because if we lose this game, nobody could say, hey, we had a whole undefeated tournament. Then the pedantic asshole will be like, hey, but they lost to Servette, though. They didn't really have an undefeated tournament. Second of all, we're through. That's the two good things about this game. Other than that, I ain't even going to flush it. This team looks like shit. Hell, even a Legia player doesn't even deserve man of the match. I'm still saying Kukarea because, hell, could be worse. Red card Lyon. Oh, well, okay, that's good for Man United, but they're probably going to extra time. Oh, 2 minutes. Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. Gonna smash my head into the wall. 2 minutes to go. Pedantic. One more minute. Tottenham are moving on. Good for them. They should be able to hold on. Worst comes to worst, they'll go to extra time. 1 minute to go. $3.16. Block. This is just, Lord, have mercy. Hi, Alex. You want to talk shit about Chelsea being crap? And it's full time. Chelsea loses the game. 2-1 on the night. They still win 4-2 on aggregate. They're going to the semifinals. And you're smiling, you bald fraud. Get him out. Get out. 1-2. Chelsea lose on the night, but thank God they won 3-0 in Poland. They advanced 4-2 on aggregate to the semifinals of this godforsaken tournament. They will play the winner of Djurgården and Rapid Vienna, which that looks like that's going to extra time. So, hey, at least those teams suck, right? Chelsea should easily win that time. They got bodied by Anthony. Mark Kukarea, of course. Oh, yeah, let's watch the rest of this game. Might as well. They're going to play them. Well, as I'm doing the video, is what I meant. But with that being said, 5 minutes of stoppage time. Lazio scored. Well, they tied up. Good. Good for them. He might just be. He might just be. With that being said, if you like this video, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll have the review ran out within the hour. Oh, it's going to be a good one. This is disgraceful. I'll see you within the hour. Oh, this one will get views because it's a rant. Enzo, get out! I'll see you later. But hey, at least Chelsea advanced in the most punk way possible. Oh, Lord. I'll see you. I'm out. Peace.